Okay, I'm outside with my dog, and I thought this would be a good reason to make a video that I'm thinking about for some time now. So, the video is called How Much Does a Dog Actually Cost? Right? And how much does owning a dog actually cost? So, I'll just give you a brief overview of approximately the costs that you will face when owning a dog in Austria. So of course, there are expenses when you buy the dog, right? If you adopt a dog from animal shelter or something, then Grace, come weiter, come. She was eating some wood. Then you might also pay something like a fee of about 200 euros. So they know that you're serious about owning a dog, right? And that you just don't just get dogs randomly and don't pay anything and don't even have the financial background to even buy the dog, right? So that will cost around 200 euros. You can get a puppy even for free sometimes. From people who have puppies and didn't plan to do it, right? So there are breeders, but if you get it from like a family who just has two dogs and maybe it's even a mixed breed, and they didn't plan on getting puppies, then you can get a puppy for free, maybe. Yeah. If you go to a professional breeder, I got my dog from my dad. And he is a breeder in Hungary. And in Hungary, first of all, you can buy a dog from abroad. So you don't have to buy in your own country. That's also something, but I don't know how it is in the US or in the UK. I think the health system, even for animals, is pretty strict. I was in the US about a year ago. No, is it true? Is it even true? It's more than a year ago, a year and a half. And they even didn't or wouldn't, like I had none, but they wouldn't have, you wouldn't let you take foreign plants into the US, over the US border, because it could be full of pesticides that are not allowed in the US, or they have some lice on it that destroy the plants. I don't know, but anyway, they wouldn't let you even migrate plants into the US borders. So I don't know about animals, actually. Maybe you need some special vaccination. For example, if you bring a dog from Hungary to Austria, you will need some special vaccination. It needs to be vaccinated, against some stuff, and you also need to make sure that they don't have, I don't know the term. There are some worms in the intestine that you could have. I'm not sure if it's called worms, but there are some parasites you can have, and that should have been removed already when you bring a puppy from abroad. And however you do it, there will be an initial cost of, let's say 800 to 1,500 euros, depending on the breed. It can be even more expensive, but usually if you get from a breeder, then it won't be less expensive, right? So 800 is, I guess, the bare minimum. And so this is just getting the dog. Then you have a lot of vaccinations in the first year, like you have with a baby, basically. You might get screening for common diseases, you have gene diseases, maybe hereditary, I don't know, inherited diseases, something like that. I don't know the term again, but inherited diseases that they can have from their ancestors, and also for the bones or for the joints. There are several screenings that you can do, which each cost a few hundred euros. So until you have a dog that is, let's say, half a year old, you will have already spent, let's say, about $2,000 for everything, like for, owning, like registering the dog, buying the dog, getting all the screenings done, getting the vaccinations done, being at the vet for, let's say, I don't know, some other treatments. Then you will have to complete, this is new, 10 years ago when I got my dog it was not that way, but in Austria you have to, like a first time dog owner has to do an assessment if they're even suitable for dogs, and you have to answer questions and be at the dog school and do some assessments, go to this kind of puppy school, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so you are pretty much tied to proving that you are a good dog owner, and this will also cost us several €100 all in all. And then owning the dog basically is pretty cheap compared to that, because it's just about the food. Of course, you will have health expenses when the dog gets older. I come to that after a second, but for dog food, let's say, if you have a border collie like I have, it will be around 50, 60 euros a month. If you have premium dog food, if you have really, really good quality. Sometimes it goes up to 100, but it won't be more than that. So that's pretty much it, right? So you should have a budget of around about €100 per month. That's pretty much it. And now what I do to cover health expenses, I had an insurance for Grace for, let's say, I think €15 per month, a health insurance, but I quitted it because for some treatments it just doesn't pay, and you pay more basically when the dog gets older, and it wasn't worth it anymore to me. But what I'm doing now is I take €50 a month and put it on a separate bank account. Grace, she was eating some thing, I don't know. Okay, that's ugly, that's disgusting. Okay, some other dog's poop, I guess. So I put it aside on a separate bank account to cover unforeseen expenses, such like a surgery. So we had a surgery, I think 2 years ago, something like that. And she had, no, it's also 1.5. It was when we came back from the US. So the surgery was about €800. And I put away like 50 per month, so I could cover it easily because I put away for several years. Right now I got, like, let's say 1,100 or something at that account for Grace, so I can also cover unforeseen events, so if she has an injury or anything. So this is also something you should have in budget. So a 150 per month in total when the dog is grown up, I would say is a reasonable budget. That's it. Yeah, so that's it with how much does owning a dog cost, how much is owning a dog, how much is getting a dog, buying a dog. Yeah, and I hope you liked that video.